Good evening, beautiful family. Good evening. This is Brazilian Queen. Man, I still got a phone in my pocket. I'm trying to come off the road and I was downstairs spending some time let the kids ride their bikes and stuff. Because the little one, the big one, don't get much time outdoors in the early part of the day because he's on. How are you guys doing? Good evening, good evening. So I have a little, I don't know if it's a story or what, but I'm just here taking off my shoes. Whew, these shoes are so warm. They're more winter like, but they're so warm. I think I have two pair of them. They're so warm for the winter. These. But anyway, whew, I came home and I had to let the kids play a little bit outside. And then I had to really take a few minutes to really sit down to digest. You know, sometimes for the day you go out and some things is being said to you, but you don't digest it right away. You take your time to process it before you start make drastic either criticism or decisions. So I was out on the road today, and after my son finished with his school and everything, and I went and see someone, and this person gonna look at me. I'm talking in code now, so pay attention. I'm not gonna go in great detail, but just pay attention how the mind of some people work. This person gonna start. What's wrong with my hair? This is all natural. What's wrong with it? What is wrong with my hair? Nothing. I comb my own hair myself. It's not the best hairstyle. It's just breathing my scalp and everything, and that's it. And I'm happy with it. I'm comfortable with it. But anyway, what I'm comfortable with doesn't mean other people are gonna comfortable with it. But if it's on me, that means I'm comfortable with it, right? It's not like I'm going out to. If I'm going out with somebody, yeah, I'm gonna put myself together or whatever. But I'm just going running errands. I don't need to be all fancy running some errands for what? As long as I'm clean and okay, that's all that matters. You know? Well, to me, that's my opinion. Everybody's opinion is different, and so the person starts saying, "Oh, look at your hair! You look like a goat with those horns right here." I don't know if you guys can see me properly. You can see the hair. I don't know. Okay, I think it's better right now. Look at these horns. You look like a goat with these horns. Anybody know me know I'm gonna just laugh because what the mouth might say or what I'm saying in the mind, if it come out in the mouth, it's gonna be a problem. So I laughed. And laughing doesn't mean you're dumb or you're stupid or anything. Because a lot of time people see you laugh when they say something to you. You only laugh because you're just holding back what if he was about to roll off. Right. And then the person starts again. Oh, I would date you, but look at you, you too fat. No, you start talk about my stomach. I got two boys from this. Before I have kids, I'm pretty sure I show a lot of people pictures. A lot of people who know me know how skinny I was. And I mean like a piece of stick. So to gain a few pounds in me, let me just be gracefully grateful for it. It's not a crime to have a few pounds in you. If I'm doing something to readjust myself, I'm not gonna make because of somebody else not liking the way I look, or if you don't think I'm too up to date for you, then there is always option out there. There's a lot of fish up in the sea. You don't have to catch me. Why you choose to catch me to tear me down? You don't need to catch me. You can pass. You can go next. Okay, this one, no, no, no. Big stomach, no, no, no. I don't want this one. Next, you can hit next. You don't have to be all tearing somebody down so you can build yourself up. No, that's not building yourself up. That's just trying to make yourself look like somebody. No. They used to, oh, you ugly. Jeez. I am so proud of my ugliness because when I look at that person, he look like my old time garbage can. And I just laugh, people. I just literally laugh because sometimes people tearing you down and it's because they realize that they they want, how can I put it now? It's like you're their reflection that they cannot have. Sometimes you see some things and you want it. It's like you want the Gucci bag and you can't have it because you don't have those kind of money. So instead of, it's because you can't get the Gucci bag, it start tear the Gucci bag down. Oh, I will never buy this bag. Oh, I will never, because you don't have the money. Maybe if you had the money, then you wouldn't say that. I'm just using this analogy. So it's just another way of saying that, okay, when somebody can't have you, they talk all kind of negativity about you. They start go from your appearance to how you look, to how you dress, to how you walk, to how you talk. Oh, you don't look. Nobody ever tell anybody I am literally forcing myself to dress up. I am not. Can I dress myself? Yes. Do do I need to dress myself right now? No. I just need to make sure my clothes is clean, I'm smelling good on the road and everything, and I'm good to go. When the time is right, the girl will be right. But I'm not impressing a soul. But for people to just literally just disgust with their life and just look at you and start telling, oh, you ugly, you look like a goat, your hair need to comb, you this, you that. You gotta have some strong backbone not to be rolling off the tongue to let some of these people know, look at you. Because if I have to class you, you gonna be in, what they call it, you're gonna be a flight back to wherever you're from. And a flight ain't gonna want you when I'm done with you. They're gonna refuse you. Anybody know Jamaicans? They got them out. But am I trying to use my mouth? No. Doesn't mean I don't got them out. I got them out. You see that man went to Jamaica the other day. I said Jamaica food nasty. Did you see how they tear him up? They tear him up. They don't left no meat on him. No meat was left. But I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Can I do that? Yeah, I don't want to do that because it just make you like fall for what they're saying about you. God made me the way He made me. I'm not gonna do nothing to change the way I am. Only thing I'm gonna do is I already have the braids and stuff. All I'm gonna do is fix my hair. And do I need to go to a hairdresser for that? No. Can I do my own hair? Yes. Because I'm a certified cosmetologist too. Maybe not here in America because I was trained in Jamaica. Went to cosmet school. Yeah? Doesn't mean I can't do anything. So don't look at my two horns or my two whatever it is and then condemning it. For what? These hands saved me, I want to say billions, couple thousands of dollars every single year in Europe. So if I'm comfortable with these plats for now, that's okay. When the right person come around me, he will embrace them. He will cherish them. And when he see me transition into maybe wigs or braids or anything, he will still cherish them. But until then, my piggies or whatever you guys call them will be rocking. And until then, I don't have to wear no bunch of makeup on my face. If I want to put makeup, I will put makeup. But until then, I'm not gonna make because somebody telling me I need to this or I need to that. Basically telling you to change your appearance, I'm gonna change for you. Because it's not like I would wanna even date you for the first time I see you. I'll reject you. So don't think if I dressed up, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna reject you quicker than how you were trying to tear me down. Because they say, well, no, when Foxy and get a grape, he say it's sour. Keep saying it's sour. Because I never tell you in the beginning I was even looking you. You didn't even cross my mind. So many people are so funny, they think you cross them. But listen to me. I walk every day, I deal with the public every day, and I look at people all the time. Doesn't mean you cross my mind. I know who crossed my mind. Not you. You're not even on the list. So don't try to force yourself on the list. You know what I mean? I used to tell people, I got an application and I'm not giving it to you. So don't force yourself where you don't belong. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your little wizard life. Because if you see who was telling me that I look like I look like the other way around. Laughter says a lot more. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that it's so easy for people to start tear you down just to make you feel small or lower your self-esteem. And within these moments, what you gotta do is just remind yourself who you are. Because you don't want the world to define you. Because they will. Because if I had let that little garbage define me, then I sure he would have won. But I just laughed and I said, I laugh like it was. You see how some people stay? All they do is have enough wherewithal to tear somebody down. And they don't realize karma is just waiting to tear their rear rim down too. If I'm comfortable the way I am, why should you have a problem? You know, I always say if you're gonna find a fault with me, then find a solution to fix it. And if you can't fix it until then, close your lip. Because you're a part of the problem. Telling me I'm ugly. Okay, then buy me some makeup since you want me to be fake. Put on the makeup. I can do it. I'll probably dab it on for you for Halloween. And then you will see which one look better. The scary one that I'm about to put on my face to make it scare you more. I'm going to be a scarecrow. So when you see me now, you go, oh! Don't need to be scared. You just told me I'm ugly, so I dress it up for you. Because since you want to see ugly, let me dress it up for you. Because God, you didn't learn to appreciate people for who they are. You want them to be somebody they are not. And that's why so many people have to be transforming themselves because people are not comfortable with them. And then because they are not comfortable with themselves, they go change to please others. And then tutus, ding ding. You know that hand dance we'll be doing, and at the end you hear ding ding. That's how they ding out. You don't see them anymore, they disappear, they come off the radar. No. Stay true to yourself. If you're comfortable a certain way, don't let nobody try to change you. In due time, you will change. Everything's a process. Sometimes you're going through a phase in life. It's just like you get up today, you don't feel like cleaning up your house or do anything. That's okay. It's a phase. You get up today, you don't feel like cook home. That's a phase you're going through. Okay. It's just a phase. You know, you have problem today doesn't mean you have problem tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's just a phase you're going through. But you know how you survive out of those things is to believe in yourself, trust God, and just tell people that listen. You don't even have to argue with them because silent kills a lot of time and they hurt by it. Because if I have to open this mouth, man, I'm gonna make you look like juicy beef patty and you don't taste good. Because juicy beef patty is really good, so I wouldn't even compare you to juicy beef patty. Not even mother's patty I wouldn't compare you to. That means you don't taste good. So don't come and tell some tearing somebody down. You know what I mean? If somebody comfortable where they are, and God made me like this. Oh, you're young in it. What am I doing wrong? I never even tell this person I'm looking his you know, I don't know what you want to say because Jamaica have a mouth on their body, you know, and anybody know it's true. And I'm just trying to zip it up. You know the song says zip it up. I'm just trying that. You know, yes, I'm just trying not. I'm just trying not to let this. Well, in Jamaica, we say foul tongue, foul, foul. I'm just trying not to let that tongue slip. You know what I mean? Because when you try to think positive, that's why I tell people all the time. No matter how much you say, "Oh, I deal with positivity," you're not gonna be positive all the time. Cause sometimes somebody gonna rub you the wrong way. You're gonna have to tear them down. You don't have to be all raggedy with them or anything. Like you can use some nice little words and tear them down. You can't even use food telling they look like a bouncing ball. Yeah, and that's why they say they get riffraff in the end. Cause they judge too much. And then they end up, well, they have a saying in Jamaica, you pick till you pick up. People don't know what's in here because at the surface, surface level. So they don't know. So they tear down your personality before they even really see who exactly you are. And then when they realize who you are, they say, "Oh, you're not too bad, you're a nice person. Go away." Nobody care about that. Who's you? At least they're telling me I'm not too bad. Please hit the door, not the entrance, the one that's the exit. Hit it. Turn around. Do your U-turn. All the way out for a drag you. People see you sometimes you're just going about your daily business and it's like, "Oh, you don't look good. You need to lose some weight." You know how many persons are even much on a bigger side than me are dying to lose some weight? Huh? And here you are telling me, I don't what more you want me to lose with me neck with my head gonna be looking like somebody throw water inside of it. I've been skinny all my life. Can I breathe the little air God put the little flesh God put on me, the little extra? Jeez. Huh? I can't do anything about my ugliness that you see. I don't see myself ugly. I see a beautiful girl. I don't see no ugliness on me. This is all natural. And you gonna worry about this. I look like a goat. I go like this. I say to the person, to them, "Meh." Can you want me act like a goat? Meh. Lord of mercy. Some men don't even like women with fake hair, and that's the honest truth. Even women who wear wigs or so to enhance their looks or everything, they will tell you that their partner don't even like them in wigs. They just like them in their true hair, put it in a bun, put it in a ponytail or something. And yes, if they go on certain occasion, they don't mind them, throw on look at something to, accentuate their beauty, to enhance their beauty, to let they glow. And some men don't even like the bunch of makeup either. You have some natural, real, genuine, down to earth man out there. Yes. They don't like all that excess stuff. They want to see. And look, when I look like this now, and later on, let's say the man out there that's gonna be the man of the lifetime or the man of the hour. In my dream. The song say in my dream. Eh? At least when he see me like this, now he already know that I am natural looking like this. And I can still go without makeup or anything and still look good. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I'm the 100% hourglass young lady out there, but guess what? In my world, I am 100% hourglass. Ladies, own up to who you are, own up to where you look, because guess what? As long as you're on this planet, you can, no matter how you fix things, you're still not gonna get the glass that you're looking for, because you're gonna get it with some pain. And some people regret the pain. You see many times people telling you, "Oh, I regret doing this, I regret doing that, so don't do it, don't that." You know what I mean? Yes. Man, I'm telling you. But thank God for me. Because why I say thank God for me, I've been through so much where people say, "Oh, she ugly." Sometimes you work and sometimes you work with people in the store you work in or something. "Oh, that one over there is ugly." And I'm like, did I ask you to tell me I'm ugly? If I wanted to have the world tell me I'm ugly, I could go get a billboard or a poster and post it every time you're driving on the freeway and say, "Oh, this girl, I'm ugly, people. Look over here. I am so ugly. Look. Ugly for $1, ugly for $2." I could do something, but I don't need to do none of that. God put me on this planet just the way I am. And then some of the time, the people who are talking to you look like, oh, God forgive me, but I'm going to say it. look like God take piece of their ass and patch it on their lip. Like they beat you a tornado, and they go tear you down. Please. They say pick the beam out your eye before you pick it out of somebody else. A lot of people don't know what that means. Yes, they don't know what that means. So they try to, yeah, come right here. Right here. So they try to destroy you in every way possible. The ladies, don't let nobody devour you. Men, same thing, because you have a lot of people out there who want to chastise you in every way possible. You know? And tell you stuff like that. It's because they're not happy with who they are. And then when people see you and they can't get to date, no, go. Go. Fly out of here. I'm telling you, when people can't get to use you and abuse you in a certain way, where how they take advantage. I've take my eyes and see how people use a lot of young girls because they're so beautiful or something. And after a while, they realize they didn't even have a mind of their own. Because they let the beauty that everybody tell, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so pretty, oh, you're so this, oh, you get to them till they lose their mind, they lose their self. And when it's time for them to realize what somebody else was doing to destroy them, and this is not just one side, it could be either or, male or female, when they realize that they let somebody consume their world with toxicness, it's too late. Now they're depressed. Now they're suffering from depression. Now they have a syndrome. I don't even know what the syndrome called, but I'm gonna give it a name. Garbage syndrome. They just wanna lock themselves in that big garbage can and they don't wanna come out. That black garbage can and they don't wanna come out because they don't want no one to see them. They just wanna be hidden in the dark. Gone were the days. Step out, walk out, and own who you are. Because if you don't own who you are, you will not be able to laugh when somebody say, oh, you're ugly. You're looking like this, you're looking like that, At least I'm swimming. What are you doing? Worried about somebody. You look like you want some first class makeup. You worried about me. People want you to hide every time in dark. Because you're not the what they call it, the beauty, the beast, what they call it, Beauty and the Beast. They wanted to hide in the garbage can in the dark, so it must be garbage they want you hide into until ready to be dumped. You go dump. No, you ain't gonna dump me. I'm dumping you. And sometimes it's good to always carry yourself a certain way so you can run away the little roach and the little bed bugs and the little cockroaches or whatever they are about to crawl on you that are so toxic. They're toxic to themselves and they want to pass it on to you. As long as it's clean and everything and you care yourself a certain way, you get rid of those called cockroach and bed bugs, those parasites that's gonna just live off of you and tear you down. You get rid of them because they are, you don't look good. I can't date you. You're embarrassing. I can't take you home. Boy, girl, bye. Take your mama home. You don't need to take me home. I never asked to go home with you. But I got a sharp mouth, but I'm trying not to use it. Yes, it is. It is true. But it's time for us to own who we are. Don't let nobody tear you down. You tell these negative bastard out there who wanna tear you down and tell you, oh, you're ugly, you don't look good, you don't this. Telling you didn't ask them for their application. Because by the way, if they give it to you, you would not fill it out. You let them know, male or female, because we all both do the same thing. Tearing down is not just on one side. Because a lot of people think that you're begging them for an application. I don't need your application. If I want an application, my eyes can look for myself. I don't need your application. I can go get my application. I look at thousands of people all the time, everywhere you go. Once you work in the public eyes, they're like 360. Some come, some go. Some have true intention. Some of them are like, where is that garbage can? Where is it at? Is it at the back, the side, the front? Where? Is it at east, west, north, or south? Where? Which angle? Because you're looking for it to dump them in there. I don't know, when do we need to change how God make us? Who said we have to change from the way God make us? And then sometimes we change to please people, and then they don't even bother with us. They just dump us anyway. You know how many people try to please people over the years? Some of them are still hidden in the closet because they're afraid to come out. It's time for you guys to get out that garbage can. Stop letting people dump you in a garbage. It's time for you guys to get out. You know those big black garbage can where you're hiding it and nobody can see you. They probably throw extra garbage on you. You don't even realize it because you're too afraid to get up. Time to own you. Stop letting people walk over you. Own who you are. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna love you. And when they call you goat and cow, so you say moo. They don't know how to make this sound. You know how, because they call you goat. So you say meh. When they call you cow, you say moo. They call the dog, you bark after them. Now they get the memo. Hit the road like a jack. You know, like even when they're on the dating app, the dating site, if you see somebody and you don't think that person gonna mess with you, you don't even read their bio. You don't even read it. You just their eye picture, which you don't even sure nowadays if that's their picture. Because so many people were so afraid of how people tear them down. They're ugly, they're not beautiful, they're not this. They end up lose out on the person that was supposed to be meant for them. Anyway, anything meant for you will always be there anyway. That's in my opinion. You know what I mean? Wake up. Stop cover your head up. Every man was planted on this earth with a purpose, and somebody out there for each person, for everybody. You know what I mean? So we don't need to fight. You know, okay, if I'm ugly for you, then you don't need to tell me. Just say next. You know those dating websites you go on and you see everybody picture, and you scroll. Okay, no, you scroll again. Sometimes you don't even read their bio. But just looking at their picture, you say, okay, this is not what I'm looking for. You already know what you're looking for. So therefore, you don't have to say, oh, this one is ugly. Oh, this one is this. You can scroll past. Same way you can walk past. Same way you could zip your lip and don't say nothing. Because the person didn't make themselves. So when you stop at my foot, like I asked you for your application, and stop at my foot trying to fill an application out, you're not going to get one. Because I already have my application. And you're not getting one. So don't even try to fill it up because you're not going to get one. So too bad for you. You're going to look for application. You're going to look, but you're going to look for the wrong one. You're not going to get this one. So talk all kind of mother of evil stuff you want. You're not going to get it. Tell me, oh, I'm ugly. Yeah, I'm looking like a monkey in a limb. Okay, I can swim. I can swing. Whoop, whoop. Just give me some ripe bananas and I'm good. So I could slip you. Oh, Lord. It's a good thing I have grown past a lot of stuff. Where I see how over the years people tell you you're not beautiful, you're not this, you're not that. But every time they say that, I always remember this song. You're beautiful. Words can't bring me down. You know that song? Say you're beautiful. Yeah. Those songs are, sometimes you're talking because a lot of songs that people sing, something resonate with you and it will come to your thought naturally. But if it was on another day, maybe you wouldn't even remember the song. But just talking based on what I'm talking about, that song just came to me. You're beautiful. Every single day. And we don't need no reminding. Our reminders are our mirrors, you know? Because a lot of people plus themselves in makeup, and that's the honest truth. And then they face breakout in acne, breakout in a lot of stuff because they're hiding, because people didn't embrace them for who they are naturally. I'm supposed to be able to be wearing my natural self, and then when I'm going out, I dress it up later, enhance it with the makeup. I still look good. Don't look at me then when I dressed up because me, I'm like the lottery or the lotto. We say lotto, which is winning the $1 million, whatever. I'm like that. I'm few in a million or whatever they call it. So I would not choose you. So don't gamble with me because I would not choose you. So when I'm looking like this, you tear me down. But if I put on a whole bunch of makeup and lashes and eyebrow, and all these things and put on the fake hair and, step it up a little bit, then you're going to call to me. Baby, you would not be winning for the new year, that ball that they be doing on Times Square. You would not get it because I'm not going to choose you. You're going to be on the garbage can. The next garbage truck coming, whichever day it's coming, that's the one you're going to be on. Because that's the one I'm going to make sure you be on. So there's no need for this. If somebody ugly and you don't like them, pass. Please pass. There's no need to. People have mirror at their house. They can see themselves. They know. When I was in my immediate relationship, this question was thrown at the time, and this was the question. This was the question. It's like the person put my picture out there on whatever platform he was on. And he said to his friends, asking for the validation. This is when people retarded in the head. On a scale of 1 to 10, now I become his pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, how beautiful is this one? Because it seems like every year or whatever time they find a girl or something, they use a scale. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful is this one? Because it's most pain. Because when you go to the doctor, say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is your pain? Woo. And then I was reading and the person said, oh, she's one person said 7, one person said 8, and most of them were like 7. And I'm like, I find that to be like, if you find somebody or find the love, or you think you find the love of your life, and you have to ask the world for validation about that person, then you're with that person for the wrong reason. And then when it don't work now, you're going to be mad. Don't be mad. Move on. You were the one out there asking for people to tell you how ugly your girl is or how ugly your man is. Now that person find out and walk away. What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Your garbage is becoming somebody else's treasure, baby. You out there throwing out your woman or the man. Oh, on a scale of are they in pain? Are you in pain? Because all I know, when you go to the doctor, they say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is your pain? Is it a 6? Is it a 7? Eh? Are you going to ask if I am a 7 or rate me? Eh? And then when relationship don't work, you wonder why. Because they secretly doing things behind their partner back. And then they tell you in your face, oh, I love you, please. You like a walk down boot heel. Anybody know what's a boot heel, know what you're talking about. You have a shoes and a heel walk down. You have to get a new shoes. You can walk in it, especially if you have weight. You can't wear that shoes no more because now it's gonna hurt your feet. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad you need to change that shoes? Disgusting. Eh? Hmm? It's like you have so many diarrhea packed up inside of you. So when you find somebody that you probably never come across before in your life, you go ask at a scale of 1 to 10. That's when you know the world is gone. You hear me? But people out there who are average like myself or whatever, you think yourself are not beautiful. You look in that mirror every day and sing this song. You are beautiful every single day. Words can't bring you down. You have to tell yourself something because the world will tell you something else, you know? Because one thing I learned in life, somebody might have a beautiful face, but they don't have a beautiful body. And when I mean beautiful body, I mean the physique that everybody want, the 5-star physique. You know what I mean? Then you might have somebody with a not so pretty face, but have a nice, fine, dine body. You know what I mean? Or you might have somebody with long hair and that's it. They like average the same way, just the hair make they separate them. Everybody have a distinctive feature that separate them from the rest of everybody else. Your eyes, some people have blue eyes, some people have brown eyes, some people have black eyes. Our lips, they have different kind of lips, and anybody go to Casper school know all of these things. You have different kind of lips. You have plummy lip, you have all kind of lip. Some people have to pay to get their lip plumb up to look like natural, other the real authentic plum. So there's so many things. Then again, you might have this person who have a nice body, and then here we I don't even want to use that word. The hair is like we say black pepper green, terrible. Doesn't mean the person don't have a nice physique or anything. That's when you wear a lot of wig now to kind of enhance that kind of thing, you know. And every man don't like those kind of stuff. The man who like a bunch of makeup or something, it's just like when they go into the club or say, baby, kind of put something else on, to enhance little things. And, we understand or something. But if you're not my boyfriend, why you come telling me how I should look? And not even the man I'm talking to can't tell me how I should look. Because if I'm comfortable this way and he don't comfortable with me, that means he never liked me in the first place. He was just either in it for the money or in it just to play around. Okay, you have a lot of people will play around. Oh, you're ugly. And take me to the plastic surgeon. That's why they have plastic surgery to change me. And if you can't find the solution, close your lip. Close your lip, because I sure have them. You close your lip. People need to be able to walk around freely. You see somebody? Everybody ain't gonna be your kettle of fish. So don't distribute your application everywhere because you can't get this person. A lot of people when they can't get you, they start to tear you down. Yes. Even a beautiful girl. If a man called to a beautiful girl and a beautiful girl kind of shun them, they tear that person down. And some woman do it to men too. A man who is not so on the maybe on my spectrum, what they call it. I don't know what spectrum, but everybody get the drift, I hope. Call to a beautiful girl, man shun him. You understand? And then later on realize he's a billionaire or he's a millionaire. And that's why you say I have to applaud the people who, the man and the woman, the man who picked a woman and the woman who picked a man, whether he's average or 100% or how much percent you give him. And you know that your partner is who your partner is to you. You don't need the world to say, oh, this or that to be feeling anyway. You love on that person. You cherish that person. And that person will cherish you back. He gonna forget that you were average. He gonna forget that you were somebody was trying to tell you how ugly you are. Because you know what? He have good intention for you. And when that person have good intention for you, nothing bothers him or her. You're mine and that's all that matter. When that person don't have good intention for you, yes, man, they fill out your application negatively. Too ugly, too fat, too skinny. No heat, don't got no hair. Your hair rough. Your asphalt, then fix it. That's why they have perm. We perm your hair. They have a straightening cone, so they have straightening cone to straighten your hair. So many things they have for solution. So if you love somebody and there's one thing wrong with that person that you don't like about that person, you're just gonna throw away a good thing because the person here is not long, the person here is not curly, the person here is not pretty, it's not down to the rear rim or anything, then that's why we have extension. And we have the word enhance, to enhance your beauty. So anything you want in them, you throw a good thing away and then two couple years. A lot of men know that too. They throw away a good thing sometime in their life and they said it. You know, I used to work at this place once, and this soldier man, he's a retired soldier now. And he said while he was in the army at the time, he old now. He said while he was in the he was just asking me once where I was from, and we were talking. And he said, you know, I'm gonna tell you the story, then I leave. He ordered food and said then he gonna leave. And he said, you know what? I met this beautiful girl when I was younger. She wasn't like every the you know, the percentage girl, but she had a beautiful soul in and out. She would take care of me. She would cook, make sure I get my hot meal, warm meal, everything. Everything was good. She ironed my clothes, making sure I go looking pick and spot. And he said he did not appreciate her. And he said when he found that out, it was too late. She already found somebody else, married, settling down, and that person was treating her like a 5 star. And this is the thing that sometimes we tear people down, and then you look around and you see them over here, and like, and now you wish it was you. Don't wish. Just to realize that when you don't like certain things, don't say it out aloud. Just keep going. If that person don't belong to you, you don't need to tell them, oh, you're ugly. If you even say you're ugly by yourself, you say it by yourself. Only you and God know what you said. But when you have to tell somebody to their face, you know, and it's not a conflict you have with the person, you just want to tear the person down because you think you can. Position don't make you, you know. We have to learn to be mindful because the person we might be tearing down out there, his or her wife or husband could be right there listening to you and say, you know what? I'm gonna take care of this girl, or you know what, I'm gonna take care of him. And then you over here gonna get left. That means you're gonna grow old and miserable. No, you're the garbage. Because you talk so many garbage that you become the garbage. And that's why they say power is in the tongue. And that's why I'm trying not to use it. Because anybody remember that thing how that guy went to Jamaica? Eh? And talk about Jamaica. You see how they dog him up. I was watching some of those videos and listen. I couldn't even comment. All I did was laugh. I could not stop laughing. They dog the man up. Listen, they dog him up from cocoa bread to juicy beef to diet bread. To, I don't even know. I can't even say some of the stuff where they use to describe that poor man. If he got guts, I know he not going back to Jamaica because I know in himself he probably said, "Why did I do that?" You know. And then the older you get in life, you realize that the things that you would pop out the mouth for sometimes it's best if you just be quiet, you know. So right now, even because I have this kind of platform now, it's not really say a big platform or anything, but just sharing this to let other people know that listen, you're 100% the way God put you, and love yourself until I always say until further notice. That means when you decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna go exercise. You know, sometimes some of us struggling with weight loss, and sometimes it's not none of your fault. It could be a medical condition you have that bringing back the weight on you or anything, or you're stressed out. A lot of factors playing into how people gain weight. Everybody gain weight for different reasons. Could mean that you just sit down on the couch all day, you just eat. Yes, you're going to gain extra weight because all you do is eat, and you're not doing nothing to get that off. And you have another set of people who they struggle with that from children, from children days growing up, where is that it could be a sign of obesity or anything. So there's some medical history behind some of these things. I don't got the facts for you guys. You can go research it for yourself. So we don't need to tear people down. A lot of stuff that affect people that don't affect you doesn't mean that it can't be something that they're battling with. Just because somebody don't come out and say, oh, you know what, I'm dealing with this because I have sinus, or I'm dealing with this because I have a medical condition, or I'm dealing with this because I'm hurt, or I'm dealing with this because I used to play football. I get head injury. So that's the way sometimes I twig or I twitch or whatever. Because they don't say it to you doesn't mean you have to judge them. Why is that person act like that? Mind your business. In due time, if somebody want to share something with you, they will. Mind your business until further notice. Do your reflection, you know? And then some of the time people tearing you down, it's not you they're tearing down to be to be ideal. It's their self. But sometimes you're just tired of it every day. Oh, look at your stomach. Oh, what's wrong with my stomach? I got a little budge because of a two baby. But that's okay. But I'm not gonna go out there now and just I need to lose weight because somebody said my stomach too big. I need to lose weight. Somebody say I'm ugly. I don't like myself no more. I'm not gonna do that to please you. You don't like me, somebody else will like me. I don't know why people sit down every day. And they're the one don't get no sickness. Sometimes they're the one don't get nothing. It's the poor people who minding their business get the sickness. Oh my God. Oh my God. But my lip is trying not to be mean. And you hear her say the word trying. Because this lip is sharp, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to calm the Leo down in me. Even today when the person was saying it to me, and then after that the person turned around underneath the throat. Ugly. I said, who you calling ugly? I said, you ugly. I turned it back to him. I said, you ugly. People need to understand. And this is why so many people out there are struggling, because they think nobody gonna accept them for who they are. A lot of people are struggling because they think that because they are just on the borderline, or whatever we call it, borderline beautiful or ugly, eh? You're not gonna be accepted. Yes, you're accepted. God put you on this earth. You are accepted 100%. The other part is on you. You don't need to let this duffel bag over here that hide his or herself into some all kind of plastic say anything to you. That's a duffel bag. All it needs is an ego to pop, explode sooner or later. Even if you gain weight or you're on the chunky side, all you gotta do is work on yourself until further notice. But then you're doing it, you could be doing the work and behind the scene and everything you're doing your work, but every time you go out on the street or go around negative people, the first thing come out of their mouth, look at you, what's wrong with me? I'm breathing just like you. That means I'm still alive. I have another shot at life. If you're still breathing today, as I am talking right here, even if you're in the hospital bed, and you don't know what's gonna be the outcome for you, if long as you're still breathing, you have another shot to make anything you're doing right. To either go exercise, change your diet, change the kind of friends you're around, change the kind of garbage you associate yourself with. Because those are something too very important, because there's when you associate yourself with garbage, you get result garbage. Garbage plus garbage equal garbage. Toxic plus toxic. Can you imagine you're toxic to your own self? You're at home silently dealing with, oh, I don't look good. Oh, I don't shape good. Oh, I'm not pretty. Oh, I'm not beautiful. Look at my hair. Look at my nails. Look at this. And then to go out there, hear somebody say to you, it's just like cement. You need the cement to nail, put the concrete together. Because without the cement, then the mall cannot work. It can't stand alone. And then here comes the water to help glue it together. Come on now. We have to stand and realize that you don't need nobody validation. God put you here. And if he didn't want you to be here, he would have not created you. He would have not created you. And that's why I always say, no. Go get some clothes on. He would not created you. Let me get some medicine. Get the medicine in the kitchen. But it's just disheartening sometimes. I don't want to talk too much. I do it on this. But it's just distasteful sometimes to hear. To hear people just tear you down for no reason. Because they don't like something in you or anything. It's okay. I didn't ask you for your application. And this is what I want you guys to start telling people when people tell you, oh, you're this and you're that. Tell them you didn't ask them for any application. That means you're not looking a job. You're not looking to hire them. You're not looking to be employed from them. You know where to go get your application, and the right application will always come to you. Sometimes you have to sift through the raggedy application till you can get to the one that belongs to you. But don't worry. Wait your turn, wait in line, and yours will be right there. And for everybody who out there who ever feel the same way I might be feeling too, about people tearing you down and how you're not this and how you're not that, if you're still floating on this planet, that means God put you here. And if he didn't think you're beautiful, he would have never created you. You just look at those people who have to deal with, like, born with those natural disability and what they have to endure. Plus we that born with our 2 hands, our 2 foot, our 2 eyes, our 2 nostrils, our mouth, and everything on us all put together. And if we have to endure those kind of stuff with all of our parts intact, can you imagine the person who born, I'm saying born, with a disability? Can you imagine what they have to endure? This world, I don't know what to say about this world no more. Because the love nowadays is turned upside down. And then you have people start judge you. Who are you to be judging? They say he without sin cast the first stone. Make sure when you're casting the stone, make sure you don't have no sin. And then people want to be rude to you. And then, sometimes the head, you don't even make no sense to go to the head, because the first thing the head said, nobody doing anything to you. Why do people have to suffer in silence? Because when you speak up, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So you have to literally suffer in silence. Sometimes you go to the bigger heads and you talk to them about certain things, and the first thing they tell you, nobody doing you anything. Like they trying to hush something up, shut you up. Today I had to look at one person and said, are you judging me because I am a XYZ? Oh, no. Okay. You know? And then sometimes you just try not to be rude. And I listen to my inner voice when the voice say, don't be rude. Because they know my mouth. The voice of it, that's what they say. I knew who you were long before you were conceived in your mother's womb. So the Lord already know the mouth he gave me. Sharp. See? Long. Can be very sharp. But it's a time and place for everything. As I was watching this young lady yesterday, and she was saying that you can't match everybody energy. And it's so true, because they will tear you down, because that's all they want. They want you to answer so they can feel like the prodigal son. You're not the prodigal son, you're the garbage. But if I answer you, you're gonna fly out the garbage can like a bird. You know what I mean? But some of us just need to stay in that. Just stay in your lane. If you over here and you see somebody over here and they're not in your lane, stay in your lane till you see what you want, then you come out your lane and go for it. Some of us, you know what's doing us like that? Self-esteem. Self-esteem issue. When you have low self-esteem, yes, you battle with others that have confidence, have self-esteem, have some dignity inside of them, and everything. When you guys don't got it, you fight. You sure let the devil work you. Stop let the devil work you, because I'm not your partner. I will not join you in the devil's act. So stop let the devil work you. Because that's not Jesus telling you to tell somebody that they're ugly. That's not Jesus telling you to tell somebody, oh, they're fat. That's not Jesus telling you none of that. That's the devil. So don't even try it. Because you lost yourself and trying to find it in me. You ain't going to find it. Because if you were the last person on the God planet and God said be with that person, I would say no. God, no, take me back home. Since I'm disobedient, take me back home. Oh, I'm just trying not to be rude with this lip, Lord. You know, before grandma died, she wasn't my real grandma. She was a lady I used to tutor her daughter. Before she died, she used to have this sign on the wall and it said, oh Lord, let me go slow enough. Oh Lord, help me this day to keep my big mouth shut. When I first saw that sign, up till this day, I remember that. And I think at the time, I don't want to tell my age because somebody might figure it out. Somebody probably know my age, but I don't care. But I'm telling you, I could not stop laughing when I saw that sign. I said, who come up with this clever idea? Oh Lord, help me this day to keep my big mouth shut. I never see that sign. I think I saw that sign one time since I came to America, that same sign in our store. I haven't seen it again. But it was so hilarious and she have it right in her kitchen. So every time you look up to open your mouth and say something about her food, all you gotta be reminded is, oh Lord, help me this day to keep my big mouth shut. So if you don't got nothing to do, keep that Jezebel shut. Don't utter. Because then you will be defeated like that man who went to Jamaica and thought he was gonna blow something up. They blow him up. Just stay in your lane. Somebody will be in your lane for you. You don't need to chastise anybody or tear anybody down. You know, once with my kid's father there, I remember one time he said something to me and now I start to think back about it. Maybe he was struggling with self-esteem or issues because people probably in the past told him he wasn't beautiful enough or whatever. I remember one day he said to me, you think I could get any girl I want? I said, what happened to you? What's wrong with you? Why would you say something like that? And I laugh because at the moment I was just thinking about why would he say that? And when these are some of the things that you see people are scarred with from growing up. When people used to say that they're this or they're that. So they grow up with that mentality. Even though now they realize that they can get anything they want, they still sometimes don't believe. You ever see somebody get something and they say, is this happening to me? It's because they struggle so much with people tearing them down or struggle just to achieve something. So when they get it, they don't know how to really appreciate it, but they still struggle to really come to terms with reality. Not that people are not grateful, but sometimes because of all the things that people say to them growing up, that the negativity embedded more inside of them as opposed to the positiveness, or the positivity. So when somebody's come out now and say something good to them, it's a shock. It literally becomes a shock. Not to say that they're not aware of what the person of what he or she said, but it's just to say, oh, and you can tell when you see some person like, wow, because they know where they're coming from. They know the abuse. They know the disrespect. They know how the pain. And that's, like I told you, when that person was asking about on a scale of 1 to 10, they know the scale that they were on. Some people didn't even make it on the scale because they were 0. So they didn't on a scale of 1 to 10. They didn't make it on the scale that people put you on, that pedestal that people put people on. We need to cut that out. Let people live. We all here for a short moment. We just don't know when we're gonna go. But we're just here for a short moment, whether we like it or not. Yes, we might live to see half a century. Yes, bat the ball, keep batting. Yeah, boy, home run. Keep making that home run. But not everybody gonna live to see home run. But whatever they live to see, that's their home run. We don't need to tear every God Almighty soul down because, oh, I don't like this person. I'm not gonna deal. You can don't like somebody and deal with that, especially when it comes to the public. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody will not be your kettle of fish. That's okay. As long as you know who you are, that's all that matters. Because then you will know how to dissolve any conflict that arise. Not everybody have that kind of mechanism, but some people have it. I know some people have it. Me, I probably have it after. Everybody ain't gonna have that calm, cool, collective. Good. Yes, baby, I'm good, baby. Thanks for checking on mama. Everybody not gonna have that cool, calm, collective spirit when situation arise. If anybody understand what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean. Sometimes they have it after, like, Lord, what just happened? You start reflecting back on what just happened. That's when you gain that knowledge and understanding, because you were so long with the lip, like me, just wanted to shoot the word out like a sword. What they call that, swordfish, like a swordfish. You forgot to slow down, or they say slow to speak. Forgot to slow to speak. And that's what when you have grown. When somebody says something to you, and if you look back when you were younger as opposed to now, you would probably do some karate with them or something, and you're not doing none of that. You're grown. It don't bother you, just laugh like it's nothing. You're not telling me nothing that I'm not aware of. You ever hear somebody tell you something that they think you're not aware of? Yes, I'm well alert. Even if they say, let's get funky, you smell funky, you must be alert to know. So when you gonna tell me, oh, she this or she that, please, I'm well alert. If you're gonna add to the problem, don't even utter. If you're gonna find solution, then yes, we can become. You can talk. But if you're not gonna find a solution, close it. What happened? What happened? I'm gonna eat. Huh? I'm get something to eat. Ain't you guys eat already? You guys gonna get big and look like a turtle up in here. I don't be. Yeah. You're gonna look like a turtle crawling, and I have to use my. I can't manage you. You're gonna be who? Strong. You need to go into boxing, but strong. Go put on some clothes. Running around in here, look like a. Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you alive still? What? Are you alive? I am alive. Yes. Stop the jumping. I'm exercising. You should exercise downstairs. Come up here disturbing the neighborhood. Don't come up. Don't come over here. I get flat. I forgot to. You forgot? Go put on some clothes. Yeah. Go put some clothes on, turtle. Oh Lord, people, but we have to say peace, love, and unity at the same time, But and that's why I always tell you, you're not gonna always be positive. Because I hear a lot of people saying, some people just come and they talk like they all positive. Listen, you're a human being. You are a human being. Have you ever seen dog fight? And then have you ever seen them be loving? And they animals, but they do fight, eh? You think they don't fight? They fight. Let you go cross their puppies, they're like mother's puppies, and you go cross their puppies, they see what happen. Yeah, and they know you're not from that territory. What they gonna do? They gonna fight to protect their territory, right? Uh, so, but if they see you come with good energy and good spirit and everything, then you see they come to you nice, peaceful, and loving. They start wiggle their tail and start communicate with you. You don't even know their language, but they know their language is speaking. You know, so yeah, so we're not gonna be all positive every day. So one-sidedness, I don't we strike balance in life, eh? You're not gonna be every day all glory to God, glory to God. Even the person who said Jesus still get sometimes some get sometime have to go back to church and pray to God and say, God, I backslide. Because they weren't all that positive. So it's life. It's just that we can keep get up every day and be negative, be negative, be negative. Then that means you're garbage. If every day you have to get up and be negative, be negative. Even if I have to get up every day and become negative, then I just become like a damn garbage and might as well throw myself in the garbage. Because I'm not trying to figure out what I need to do so I can become positive, so I don't have to be consume too much toxicness. Because too much of that stress you out, too much negativity weighs you down. And you have to find a balance and strike the balance. Finally, you could find it through music, through reading, through poetry, telling stories, telling something. There's so many ways. Reading a book or just nature. Me, I like outdoors. Me, if I didn't even have to live inside, it wouldn't even bother me. Because I just like to see outside. Because you can't see the world around you. But when you're boxed in, you can't see nothing. you you come in, you close the door. What you see? Do you see the trees when you come inside? Look at you turn your head, you look at the wall or you look at the door or whatever furniture or whatever clothes or whatever garbage you have thrown on. That's what you're looking at. But when you're outside, ooh, your eyes have option. Because you could be looking at the trees, you could be looking at the cars, you could be looking at average girl, as they call it, average boys or whatever. Or you could be looking at the most beautiful this, most beautiful that, etc., etc. Could be going ice scene, nature walk, trail walk, all kind of, there's so many things you could do when you're on the outside. But when you box the box, you know, you don't see much. And that's what I'm saying to you now. Anybody out there who are struggling with people, trying to destroy them or trying to say, oh, you don't this, you don't that. Don't let nobody destroy you. Get out that garbage that they want you to be in. Get out that garbage. Let them be in it. Because when they don't see you in it, they're gonna get mad. Because they hope for you to fail. They hope for some people in life is to see you fail. So when they tear you down, they think you're gonna say, oh, where is the rope? Where is the tree? Where is that? No. That's when they say we need to start to think and think positive so we can pull ourselves up. Because nobody not gonna pull you up. You don't want to pull yourself up, nobody ain't gonna pull you up, baby. Try, but most people goal is to pull people down, not to pull up. The few people that want to pull people up is because they know where they're coming from. They've been there. It's like these people who have all these reform programs or all these programs that they have for mothers or something. These people, if they tell you their back end story, they told you they were a teen mother, they got pregnant early, they this, they that, and they know the stereotype, they know the peer pressure that they've been through, they know the neglect of family members, they know the neglect of Maybe the person who got them pregnant, they know the neglect of everything. So when they grow older and get wiser, because you're supposed to get wiser when you get older, not foolish. So when you get older and get wiser, they realize, like, you know what? I think there's a need for this. There's an urge for this because I think too many young people are struggling because they, mishap happen. How did you think some of us come about to become billionaires, zillionaires? If you check some of us, you will know the age in which the parents have them. But look at these people now. That people used to tear their poor parents down. And I come out and tell stories of how people used to tear their mother down or their father down when they have them at a young age. But look at them now, probably employing millions of people now. Billions of people. Multi-million dollar industry company. Franchise all over. But yet when they were growing up, all they hear was negativity. Oh, why you don't do this? Why you don't that? Even though you're trying to just struggle with what you got, so you don't have to become a burden to somebody. But guess what? Those people never give up. Those single mothers didn't give up. They press on with their children. And that's one thing we have to believe in, is believing in our children. Once we believe in our children, sooner or later, the same people that you see grow up now and become dumb in tearing down people. Ain't they were kids once? And what mothers and fathers have to understand, even when the kids get older, they are yours. They are yours. So don't join the world in tearing them down, because they are yours. What you gotta do is find solution to help. Everybody ain't gonna grow up and become pastor, doctor, or whatever. We used to have a game where we play at school, say lawyer, doctor, Indian thief. Somebody gonna become one of that. You never know who. And it could be one person all in one. Just like what you see around the world, all in one. Could be one person just doing everything all in one. The liar, the doctor, the thief, the chief, the this, the that. All in one package. Package deal. And it's life. But look at those children. Just look at those children now. And look at those mothers and fathers who people disown. Now running billion-dollar company. Even sometimes the father or the mother forsake them. Disown their children. Because when children not listening, sometimes as parents, and as a mother can tell you, don't come over here. Go put some clothes on. I was reading a little reading book when I was a kid. When I was little, stop. When I was a child, I was reading a reading book. It looked like one of the, I think it's in social study class, so they're teaching you about how you grow and you transition from this stage to that stage. And so you carve out. Go.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go eat.
So they all grow up. They all grow up and become something. I remember, and this one is a true story, but I won't go in depth with it. This guy in Jamaica, he's a famous guy now. Famous for sport, but I won't say the sport. Will you do bite it?
Yes.
You shouldn't bite it, peg it. It's so old, peg it. And I won't say the sports, but just gonna talk in, just get the drift around it, that's all. And I heard somebody was living close by that I knew, now living in Texas now. And he was living close by that person, but he did an other sports different from the other person. They both do two different sports. And they become good. The other one was famous more than the other one in terms of on the scene, international scene. And when his mom got pregnant, I heard it was like 14. She got pregnant with him. And I heard that the mom told a friend at the time, a friend of hers, which was maybe in her same bracket as well, about the pregnancy, and the friend response was, get rid of it, to get rid of it. So what was said now, after the guy grew up and become famous, making millions of dollars, I mean, good money, international now, play all over the place and everything. And it's not football and it's not track and field. But anyway, I heard when a party was keeping, now the mom invite that same particular friend, because I guess they still keep, friendship. But then people keep their friends regardless. They might say something to hurt you, but you tell them the truth, and if they're a true friend, they will say, okay, so and so, whatever. And the mom, when they were keeping the party, they say, you see, this is what you were telling me to throw away. But look at it now. This is what keeping me parties and building me big houses and making me look like taking me out of everything and helping the community. So I'm saying this to say that sometimes if you follow others, especially if you don't got a mind of your own, you will throw away what God bless you with. You will throw it away just to please the other person. And then in the long run, you realize you're struggling. Why are you struggling? You know why you're struggling? Because what God bless you with, you throw it away. Because you want to please Harry, because Harry don't want it. Transition somewhere else and go. Go do what you gotta do. Have a mind for yourself. The embarrassment is only gonna last for a period of time. It's not gonna last forever. Just like they say, nothing lasts forever but salvation. And a lot of people who are even who had children way before me, my mom, my everybody else that have children know this. Everybody who condemn when they were pregnant or during their pregnancy, everything. Look at their children now. What are you reaping? You're reaping from what you sow, right? But if you had thrown away, you wouldn't have nothing sowed. Eh? Now many of you, I remember I was scrolling by, and I read a lot too, silently. And I was scrolling by and I saw this girl, I think she's a flight attendant now. And on the same flight she was on, she had her dad on there, but her dad didn't even know she was on the flight. And she came from behind on the flight and asked the person, are you okay? And when the man looked around and realized it's his daughter, tears come to his eyes. And to me, when those tears come out of a lot of parents' eyes, I know it's just that pain. And just it's like a reflection. They start to reflect on how people used to chastise them. Like they're at the end of the world. This world is 360. God can turn anything around. So not because you see something now and it don't look proper or whatever, you're going to tear it down. If you can turn it around, leave it alone. Somebody else will turn it around. Leave it alone. If you can turn it, leave it. You will break it, leave it. Because all you're doing is contributing to the pain. If you can't turn it, leave it. Make somebody else who can turn it, turn it. And we hear this all the time. It's like you're trying to fix something and you can't fix it. Don't you call if you have your partner beside you, say, hey hon, hey boo, hey sweetie, hey whatever you call him. Hey drunk or hey monkey, hey whatever you call him. Hey dog, come here. Hey bro. Hey sis, come here. Can you turn this for me? Can you fix this for me? Don't you call somebody when you can't do it? So if you can't fix somebody or you can't build somebody up, leave it. Somebody else will turn it. This world go around 365. Go around. It's a circle. Let's not say that because I don't even know. Well, I know, but I don't know. I know, but I don't know. But sometimes you have to fact check some things, especially when you're talking facts, and don't bank me in that. But sometimes, if you can't turn something, leave it. Call for help or ask somebody who can help assist somebody to assist. Many times we deal with inside we tear down. So I remember somebody said to me once, and this was This let me start to really be tough in a certain way. They see you. Why you can't come to work? Why you can't this? Why you can't that? Where is your daddy? What? I said, what does going to work have to do with a daddy? I said, what does that have to do with a daddy? And the person shut up. Because all I have to do is shut it back right at them in a different way. Same thing. Because I don't know what does that have to do with your job. You're asking those private questions, their personal questions. None of that matter. If you hire somebody in and they can't work, they just can't work. If you hire them and they say they have an issue with sitter or this or that, or they can't find nobody to do this because things are so expensive nowadays, you gonna tear them down because they can't work for you. You're sick in the head. You need to go see the garbage. You don't need to see the doctor. You need to see the garbage. Because you're tearing down somebody to make yourself look good. That ain't going to make you look good. You just going to make your business deflate. What they call it? Depreciate. Deflate. You don't tear people down. God don't like ugly. And that's why I try not to use this long lip. Because if I got to use this long lip, anybody know me know that this lip ain't nothing normal. So when you're growing and you're changing, some people will say somebody negative, but you gotta understand where people are coming from. Sometimes people need to just let their steam off and just let it go. You don't have nothing to do with them negative. Because if you think that somebody is negative, you wait till you reach in their shoes. It's like before I have children, and if I see my sister scold her kids, I used to call her and I used to be so mad at her. I said, "Why are you hitting my niece? Why are you talking to my niece like that? Why you this? Why you that?" And when I have my kids, and all I heard is my loud mouth, I heard my sister say, "Okay, leave my nephews alone." Ain't that a reminder? And that's why when you're not a mother or anything, you will say anything because you're hurt. Wait till you become one and see all this the kids I'm having you. And it don't have to become anything too excessive or anything. It's just that they jump in here, they're doing this simple little things. No, where you going? What happened? Come right here. You turn the TV off.
Yeah, my puppy don't you.
Why would you do that to him? Can't you be nice?
Okay.
I told you he growing up.
Alright, I don't care.
I told you he growing up.
Milo, turn back on the TV.
He gonna be mean to you.
Well, I'm bringing him to the baby.
You remember how you used to be mean to him when he was a baby, and when he grew up and realized he can be mean to you, what did he do?
Not care. I guess we're getting back for that.
But family, we're not gonna stay long with you guys because they come in and we eat already still, but I'm probably gonna make me a cup of tea and chill and everything. But you know, I'm not gonna let nobody tell me how ugly I am because I don't need their I don't need their definition of the word ugly. They're ugly on the inside. That's why they tell me that I'm ugly. So they think I'm their reflection. I'm not your reflection. And don't look at application because you're trying to put an application in and you don't get through. Doesn't mean somebody else is not out there for you that will collect your application and fill it out for you. Don't worry. Somebody will fill it out. Trust me, I promise you. I promise you. So you just keep swiping till you can see the next person. Somebody out there for you. If somebody reject you, is God protection. So don't worry. Because maybe you don't end down a disastrous lane. So you don't need to condemn somebody. You don't need to tear somebody down, anything. And sometimes somebody person who are tearing you down is the person who think they can. No, you can't. In my book, no, you can't. And the best thing to do when you have to work with negative people, that all they do is constantly tear you down because they think they can. Because some people too that I understand, they tear you down because they have a problem with themselves. When somebody's not happy with themselves and you start get excited or anything about you, oh man, they're gonna be coming for you. But let them come for me. Because you know what? The hearse will be waiting for each and every one of us sooner or later one day. It's not just for me. So you don't need to wait for me. Wait in your lane. Because something will wait for us. You wait in your lane and change your ways. You don't need to be all tearing down people for to be happy, because you will never be happy. You're gonna be living in more misery than the person you're tearing down. That person going up. What are you doing? You're going down. And you see it playing out big on TV now. But people tear down people for years. Try to buy them out, try to pay them off, try to do all of this to shut them up. But some persons are hurt beyond hurt, and they can't keep quiet even though they get something to shut them up. Because when you tear somebody down and leave a scar, you can't pay that scar away. It will never go away. Money will go away, but the scar will never go away. And we gotta understand that. So don't try to destroy somebody when you realize that they can take you down. You're gonna pay them away. Don't do that. Then in the beginning, don't fill out an application. Leave the application blank. Blank, blank, blank. The right person will come along with you can tolerate and deal with, and will deal with certain things. You don't need to tear somebody down and then in the end you have to pay them to shut up. You don't need to do that. You don't need to. Because what goes around comes around. What's in the dark comes in the light. Always, always. So we talking about trying to set example. Set example as grown folks, so the younger generation can follow. Set example for the younger boys out there, so they can know how to treat the woman. Set example for the younger girls out there, so they can know how to treat their man when they grow old and everything. We don't need to all tear down each other like crabs. Last time I was listening in the news, and I heard that in I know the street and everything, and they had an altercation. It's on the news last night. And three women have an altercation, and I don't know what they were talking. One run the car over the other person. I guess I don't know. This just according to the news. Yeah, it tells that we can't even tough out nothing no more, because we're so coward, hiding behind wheels, hiding behind weapons, hiding behind. We don't need to do that no more. Just let those things go. Let those things go. Take a deep breath and just cool off. Just walk away. You don't have to walk away and come back for what? You had the time in front where you could have said something. And if you didn't want to say something, just chill out. You don't need to pick up the weapon. You don't need to pick up the steering wheel. You don't need to pick up none of that just to prove a point. Because then you're going to be double hurt. Because you hurt somebody, and trust me, you will be looked for, or you will be caught. So we have to learn to change our ways. We don't need to put ourselves in situation and then regret it later. There's no need. We see it playing out big now. A lot of people, instead of you get old, instead of you enjoy your old days, you being behind bars. You know what I mean? We need to try and change our ways. We don't need to set bad example for our grandchildren, our children, our great grandchildren. We don't need to set those kind of example. Change when you can. Everybody gonna make some form of error in life, but when you realize that's not the life you want to live, change. God will forgive you. But if you keep doing something and hurting, you're gonna hurt all it's gonna take is to hurt the wrong person. You don't know who that wrong person gonna be until you hurt that person. You don't know who is gonna take you down, because that person is not gonna sit well with them. And no amount of money that you pay that person ain't gonna shut that person up, because hurt spell HURT. Money spell MONEY. They're not the same. So we have to understand, you know. No, I was just talking about how somebody was telling me how I'm ugly and blah blah blah, whatever today. So it led to talking about these things. You know, how I don't look good, how I'm my stomach, blah blah blah, etc. You know. But don't need to do none of that. Because you will hurt the wrong person, and then you'll be paying for it. So all we need to do is pay attention. Yes. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about, garbage that have a problem with their garbage. They have to take their garbage out. I ain't worried about them. You know what I mean? You're just sharing these things because, other people can be out there dealing with these kind of things every day. And people box them into a garbage can. You know those black garbage can, you can't see in it. They just box you in it and you have to hide in it for days. You don't want to come out of that closet because people want to tear you down. It's time for us to wake up. Wake up, see what's happening in the world. Tell ourselves we're not going to be like that and we have to fight. Because it's not going to be an easy task. It's not going to be an easy journey. You know? Yes, they want everything to be smooth, but nothing will be smooth until you know how to become smooth. Sometimes we look at other people's life and say, whoa, I wish I have this life. You can have it. But we have to shuffle up something. Sometimes we have to go through the deck. Or we have to shuffle up the deck. Not everybody don't have to shuffle the deck, but some people, meaning that we have to work twice as hard as opposed to some people. Like when I was going through high school, they had this book called, I think it was called Great House and Hope House. And Hope House always winning the race, and it was about Danny and Misataki. That's an old reading book too. It was about Danny and Misataki, but a lot of people will know this part of it when I don't share it. And Hope House always in the lead, and Great House was always losing or whatever. And one day, everybody gave up off the team. It was I think 4x1. They were running. It was a relay they were running, and everybody gave up except Danny. And Danny had an old man friend, an elderly friend in the neighborhood or whatever. And because they go up against Hope House, Great House go up against Hope House, and they lose. And everybody of the team did not believe in Danny, but Danny was still on the team, and doing what he need to do. And he went to Mr. Taki, and that's why it's good to have good support system. And listen up, he went to Mr. Taki, and he was telling Mr. Taki about how the day went and everybody get off the team and everything. And Mr. Taki said to him, well, if Hope House run one time, you double that. So everything Hope House do, you double it. Because then you have to work twice as hard to achieve the goal that Hope House is achieving. Right? So some people have to work harder than some to achieve their goal. That's okay. You will still achieve your goal. And he said, all you have to do, if you train one time, you train two times. If you train three times, you train two more times. You double everything they do, you double that. And Mr. Taki was Danny friend. And then he went back and get up some team, get up back up the team and everything. Talk to them and tell them what they need to do in training to accomplish the goal, like what Hope House was accomplishing. Because they lost against Hope House. And then when they finally believe in Danny now and everything, they start training. I got the fish. You got the fish? Yeah. Okay. I got the fish. You throw it and got the fish. Good job. Yeah, I caught it with the fish. Oh, you caught it. Okay, with the fish rod. Okay. I caught it with Good job. And so I was telling you about the book now. So Danny went back, get up the team and everything. And when he went back and get up the team, he told the team what Danny, Mr. Taki, the man name was Mr. Taki. I don't know if you can find that book online now. It was called Hope House and Great House. It was a beautiful reading book. And Danny went back, get up the team, tell them what they need to do, and they start training. So everything Hope House do, they would double it because that's a team to beat. That was the team that they could not beat. They compete against each other and they lost, and it was a relay. So when Danny gave him the Mr. Taki give Danny the advice, Danny took that advice and went back to the drawing board. And the following year after that, they went right back up against Hope House and they blow Hope House out. They won the race. And they all become family again. Because before they did not believe in Danny, because Danny was the captain of Great House. And they did not believe in Danny because now they lost so many races, they did not believe. And just speaking of Danny, remind me of Dan Campbell. When Dan Campbell just came to Detroit and believe in the Lion. And this is what I'm saying. All it takes is for one person to believe in what you're doing that you can achieve. That's all it takes, you know. It don't take a bunch of people to believe in what you're doing. If you say something to two or three person, one person say, even your own parents say, or your mother don't say nothing but dad say, son, you know, they pat you on the shoulder, son, go out, son, and do your best. God bless you. Or even mama say, go out, son, or go out, my daughter, and go do what you gotta do. I'm praying for you. I know things will pull you because you believe in what you're doing. That's all you need. Sometimes it's not to physically here. Sometimes it's just the emotional support you need, you know? That mental support. You know, those different kind of alleys that you will walk up. You need those kind of support too. You know, but because sometimes we put financial at the forefront that everything else pushed aside. Not realizing that those are important too. Because if your mental health is off, you off. You know, your mind frame is your physical is off, you off. You know, 'cause your physical work with your mind too. Because if your brain not functioning, then your physical can't 7 or 11. Because your brain have to send signal to the rest of your body to tell it what to do, to move your limbs, to move your hands, to move your foot, to dance, to wiggle, to this, to talk. You know what I mean? Everything connect up here. So it's like losing a screw. So when you have that good support system, it's a foundation. So Danny went back to the drawing board and double trained as hard as them. So in other words, sometimes you will say, I wish I have that life. Don't wish. You can. Sometimes if you have to work, look harder. Like for example, you have a lot of people who work 2, 3, 4 jobs just to accomplish what they need to accomplish. But the good thing they might have their mama who can keep their kids, or they can have their sister, or they have a good support system so they can do that to accomplish it. While on the other hand, not everybody is fortunate enough like that, you know. Like in my bracket now, you know, if my family was here, then yeah, you know. But when you're just alone and you have to do everything, it's hard. But guess what? I'm not gonna keep telling myself, oh, it's hard. What am I doing to do to fix the hardness? I can't just ball on it. I gotta figure it out, you know. And while figuring it out is doing trial and error. You fail here, you get up, keep going. Keep going. One day you will reap what you sow. Just make sure you plant something that is of importance. You plant positivity, you will get positivity. You plant negativity, you sure will get negativity. So try to plant positivity. If you were a negative person, try to become positive. Start with you. Positivity begins with you, you know. Because when you start to change, it's like trying to eat healthy and you always eat junk and then you decide to try to eat healthy. Don't you realize that you find much joy in what you're doing as opposed to them? That means it start with you. It don't start with somebody coming and telling you this or telling them. Everything you're gonna do begins with you. Even when you go to the doctor and you're sick, and as long as you can talk, doctor say, if you can hear me, what happened to you? Can you tell us? Can you tell us what? Can you give us a little background history of what this da da da? Even if you're on your dying bed, they gonna ask you for that. For as long as you can talk, or they can say you can project or you enunciate a word or eject a word out, like a CD. Remember all time CD you eject the CD out. Yes, yeah. So that's what Danny did. I went home and then now I'm gonna say no. Everybody know this now. So that song that they sing about the heights by great man reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward through the night. That was from that reading book. Guess my age. That was from that reading book. Cause that was a little poem in there. So I think Danny, Mr. Taki had given Danny that poem or something like that. And it's a song. The heights by a great man, rich and kept, were not attained by sudden flight, while they were toiling upward. Go Google it on the internet and you will find it for those of who don't know that. Yes, it's right there. You will find it. And it's from that book called Hope House and Great House. Yeah, that was a favorite reading book to read. And at that time, I was in, I think, grade 3, grade 4, or 5 or 6. No, I wasn't. I didn't go 6th grade. So I was in probably 5 or 7 or 8. I don't remember. I got mommy brain. I can't remember nothing. Before I used to, but now I can't remember. Yes, so that's where that thing come from. The heights by great men reaching Cape were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward through the night. That came from that reading book. So it's also a reminder that even when people are trying to tear you down and doing what they need to do, you gotta do what you gotta do too, so you can achieve too. You can just always sit down every day. Oh, look at this girl. She got this. She got that. Oh, look at this. But what are you doing to toil through the night? Toil upward. What are you doing so you can go upwards? You don't want to reverse. You want to go up. You know what I mean? Sometimes reverse is good because it's a reminder. But reverse, make sure it's a reverse for a reminder. And I mean, for something good, okay? So until then, go Google that if you like that. It's a song. I think they have it as a song now. I know in Jamaica they have a song about it, but I don't remember the artist who sing that song, so I could tell you. But you can go find that poem, or I think it was a poem or something. But they turn it into the song, into a song. I know it's into a song because me, I used to be a song person. I used to have a song book. So I would write music into it or anything. And then I take music class too. Big up to my music teacher if she is still alive, you know. Mm, take a little music class there too. Well, we had to pass college lifestyle. Is this when you do depends on what you study in college. Yes, we had to do music. I think that was a must too for everybody. I think we had to do that. I think a lot of classes had to take music. Yeah, yeah. And I remember I couldn't even play music instrument or something. I was like a backward handicap. And I remember um when we get assessed, and this is how you just gotta keep pressing, cause something will come and just and you no longer seen, you know. And I was in music class, and it's coming down to the final year in college, and the lecturer said, "Boy, XYZ, you gonna have to go to the assessor. Anybody failed, like get the low grade, like get low grade, not really say you fail, but get a low grade, are you in that kind of bracket, you're gonna have to go to the assessor who's coming down from CXC or whatever to vet, because it's not CXC, who's coming down from the ministry for this, for the college section or whatever, who is coming down for when a national exam, big exam, where you get your final grade for college, just if you pass or whatever you need to do over the course yet. Then you're gonna have to see that person and you're gonna have to play in front of them. I remember I go home, and this is when you tell yourself so you're powerful. You hear me? I remember I go home because I was so busy doing this, doing that. And I remember I didn't get much time to practice within that time frame too, because there was a lot of stuff we have to be doing and stuff. So I didn't get much time to practice. Plus I think I was still traveling too. And I remember I go home and I said to myself, Lord, that's what I need. I need somebody else who is not, who didn't teach me, because I need to hear what they have to say about what I am doing. So when she told me I'm gonna be assessed, and then she give me she lecturer call us in and give us to go practice and everything. That day I was there like a little idler in college. When I mean idler, within that day when the exam was coming, I had this friend, but luckily after I migrated here, I found out she passed away too. So she didn't even get to enjoy her college years after she worked so hard. Right, she passed away, and she was so sweet, guys. She was a sweet girl. Oh, beautiful soul. But anyway, may her soul rest in peace. And when the assessor came, I remember I went upstairs. Climbed the steps, and I went upstairs to go blow the recorder, and then we have to read the music sheet. Baby, remember this retire? Well, let's not. Don't mind my words. When I tell you I was like a handicap, but listen to me. When I walk in that room, I walk in with Jesus. You hear me? Everybody say, "Go girl, go." They call me by my last name then, but I won't say my last name. They say, "Go girl, da da da, blah blah blah." And let me tell you something. When I walked in there, no, you gotta sit already. When I walked in there, I blow the recorder. I get straight A for that. The lady said she was impressed. Listen, I go home, I wake all the dog up in the neighborhood. You hear me? Those dogs were howling when I was blowing that recorder. And I blow the record. I forgot which song we were playing. What song did they give us? You see, after I have kids, my mommy brain just chipping in or erase my brain. I swear. What song was that? Which song we had to do the record of? I don't even remember if it was London Bridge or I don't even remember what. To be honest, but I just know I played that record. I never miss one of the I don't even remember nothing. But anyway, but then I had to read the music sheet. A B. They put the music sheet in front of me like this. You know how they do the music sheet when you see them do soprano or whatever, and you see somebody read and they have the thing and I follow everything. Listen, I got that music sheet. I'd eat that music sheet up. This is what the assessor said to me. Listen, I walk out there smiling like I won $1 million. You hear me? The assessor said to me, "You are the best one I ever seen coming here all day." When everything was over, who I see run come giving me a big hug? My lecturer. And she called me by my last name. I was playing in there, guys, and the way I knew I was gonna pass because I prayed. I said, God, I'm on scholarship. I can't fail nothing. I don't got that money to do anything. And I was just praying and give it all to God. And when I go in there, no, that's all I wanted. And I remember I lift my hands up and I said, thank you. I tell that woman so many times, I don't even remember. She remember me saying thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a straight A in it. I work hard. When you work hard, result come. When you linger, then you just so. You know this song? No. You just so. But you gotta work hard. Then when I look, I see my lecturer coming. Even one time we were doing this, we're doing about fire safety and everything, and it was a practical. We had to do it for science. We're talking about what were we talking about? It was something about safety and all these things that we talk about the fireman, the police, the community helpers or whatever. And I get the group that I was in. And in my group we had like must be about 7 or 8 of us in there, I think at the time. And let me tell you something, people. You see this girl you're looking at now have a mama brain and don't remember nothing, don't worry, man. Then I got a brain. I get up every one of my group member and we plan out everything. They say, you seem like you have a creative mind. I just need you to give me what I need to do, and I start to figure out things right away. I don't wait for you to figure out. I start to plan. Okay, this is that, XYZ, da da da, blah blah blah. Don't ask me about that now. I don't got that brain. I lose it after kids. But anyway, just talking this is coming back. You know what I mean? It's coming back, and that's a plus to say all hope is not lost. And I remember I used to do voluntary service at the police station. So, that's a good opportunity to go back where you were working, right in that alley, to ask one of those persons to come that day. And I went to the fire station and asked them, somebody there, if they could come and write them a letter and everything. I asked if they could come on this day, provide them with local water. I think just water we had provide them with and everything because we're going to be graded. Listen to me. I told them when they're coming, we need a siren on. That's the extraness. Listen, everybody fly out to their classroom wondering what was happening. Everybody come standing up at our classroom door wondering what was happening. We have firefighter, we have police, we have everything over there. Because if you go demonstrate to children, because at the time we're talking about dealing with children and safety and all of these things, and what are the purpose of these people in the community? Instead of me drawing a puppy,
I pay my TV.
okay, go tell Jay. Tell him to give you the remote, and then I get the remote for you. Tell him bring the remote, come. Okay. So, ow. So I bring the firefighter, I bring the police, and so I think somebody else came, and they did that. They did. What is all of this? Pick this.
Mama, I want Papi Joe.
Pick this up. Okay.
Mama, I wanted the Papi Joe.
Oh, I heard you.
As soon as I left, he did it.
Yeah.
Mama,
And listen to me, guys.
Mama, I want the Papi Joe. I want to spend one ticket.
Which one? I don't see no Papa Joe.
No. I don't want to get on there. It's PBS Kids.
Oh.
Give me PBS Kids. Make your show.
Oh. You see, I'm the dumb in here.
Wait, you used to know how to use this.
But now I taught you how, and now I don't remember. So how about you? You're the only one in here with a small TV. I don't.
PBS Kids.
Hold on, I'm here. He's got to get in there first. Wait. So, shh. So, guys, I'm telling you. And I get on. Hold on, I'm here. Hold on. You're going to get Papa Joe. Hold on.
Wait.
And I'm telling you.
I forgot how to put it on.
We get all those people on con. Straight A+.
Here's your Papa Joe.
Because they're coming to we tell them what we want them to talk about, because they have to follow the curriculum or the rubric that they give you to tell you what they need to discuss or whatever. We still have to print brochures. We have to do flyers and stuff like, all those stuff I know how to do. I don't know where's my skill gone. Come over here so I can turn novice. It's not that you go so way just turn novice.
I forgot how to get on.
Yes, people will do all of these things, brochure and them something their business. Oh, yes, man. And they came. Let me get out, because they will figure it out. And they came and do all those things for me, people. They did all those things for me, I'm telling you. And to our group, you know what I mean? And it's a good thing. And that's why volunteerism is good. So college student, if anybody don't on here listening silent or anything or whatever, and you're going through college or anything, and you get an assignment and they say you can either bring the person or make something, bring the physical person if you can get them. As long as you know what the assignment is about or something, it is better. Because you're bringing the true authentic persons who can speak on these things. So, Jaden, you're doing too much. You're stressing him out. Remember, he's not feeling well, man. I wonder if that's how I was with my siblings. Get a headache. Jaden!
What?
Give it.
He's watching a flipping pop show. He watched when he wanted to. Not my problem.
So, I get all those people and they came, and I'm telling you, it was a beautiful thing. It was so beautiful. Everybody applauded us. Every single soul. And I told them when they come in, I need the siren to be on. So when they reach at the gate, I said, let us know when you guys are coming, because we had to wait a little bit for them to as well. And they were saying, where's the people to come? I said, they're coming. I said, when you guys reach at the gate, turn that siren on. When they turn that siren on, we come right out. They said because those are props. The real authentic props. They're in the field. They're the best persons to talk to people about fire safety. They're the best persons to talk about what does the police do. I'm just going to read off of some book to say, oh, police do this. No, get the police. Let them involved. That's what we did, and I'm telling you. But the sad part of that, after everything was over with and everything, the police officer that we got to come, they were out on the battlefield. And there was this, we call him madman back home on the street. There was this madman on the street, and I think he He had stabbed the police, the same police who came to our school, stabbed the police to death. That was devastating. So that police lost his life. The same police that came. Ooh, he was very sweet. When he passed, he just talking about it just bring back memories. And he passed away because that man stabbed him. It was in Mandeville. That man stabbed him to death. So he was, in Mandeville. Anybody know how Mandeville set up? They walked and make sure everything is good and everything. He lost his life shortly after. We cried because he was the same police who was so sweet. And when we requested the bigger heads from over the station, give him the permission to come. And he was also a Christian, I think, as well. And he passed away. He succumbed to his injury. Because when I heard, we thought it was another police officer there and everything, but it wasn't him. It was the one that came to our school. When I came to our school. When he passed, I don't remember where was I. I think I was overseas. I was in Maine, I think, when I heard this story. Was I in Maine? Where was I? Yes, I think I was overseas in Maine. Not Michigan, but Maine. It was devastated. Because I think we had just... Was it in Maine? Can't even remember. I was somewhere, though, when I heard it. Or so, I don't know. Or I was in Kingston when it happened. Competing. So that was the end of that. Even though it was sweet, he come and he graced us with all his knowledge, and they come and listen. The way we were extra, we tell them, if you're a badge person, the person that we have all their badge, why they get these badge, what's the purpose of them, and they tell the phone you go up the rank and blah blah blah, etc. And they were talking about and the purpose of policing and community police. They were talking about so many things, and it's a better place, a better people to talk about these things are the people in those professions. Me, I'm just gonna get some things off the internet or grab some research, some stuff and put together to say. Doesn't mean all of those have to be accurate nowadays because everything's are changing. Things change sometimes. Sometimes information get outdated sometimes. You know what I mean? So get the persons who are in there. But he lost his life. So, and this is a couple years now. A lot of years now since he passed. Because I've been here. Yeah. But anyway, that's how that part ended. You see, God planned us here to do good. And he was a very sweet police officer, very nice person. But he lost his life on the battlefield. He died as a hero. And I think he was basically protecting somebody, I think they said. I don't know. I don't remember how it go, but I know he lost his life during the battlefield there. I knew his name, but I won't call his name. I just say, may his soul rest in peace, And for everybody out there on the battlefield, big up to you guys. God bless you guys, and hope everything, God can protect each and every one of us because you guys are human beings too. You know what I mean? Even though you have to wear a stripe or a suit or something to differentiate you from regular people in society, we just have to pray. Pray that God will guide and protect each and every one of us, or each and every one of you out there on the battlefield fighting it day in, day out to protect the country that you're in. Whichever country you're in, it goes to everybody from wherever country you are. And you're out there on the battlefield and you have to, risk your life to save us all or to save everybody else. Big up to you all. Just stick together so you guys can be peaceful together. No, you don't need to disintegrate to cause problem. Join hands together. And police that pray together stays together. You know what I mean? On the battlefield, when you're going out in the battlefield, gather together and then pray together. So you guys can, become victorious out there. Protecting and saving lives. And don't shoot because you have to. Unless you have to, you know what I mean? Think, pray to God. God, what should I do? You ask God. Even though when you're on the battlefield, it's kind of easier said than done. But, you guys are trained well. So use your skills, use your knowledge, use your understanding, and let God control the rest, okay? Before you let the gun control you. Don't let the gun control you, let God control you. And he will tell you what to do. And if you're in a situation where it's either do or die, then he will tell you what to do. Don't just do and then you talk, but God, what should I do? No. God, what do I do? No, you think. Even though sometimes you don't have the chance to think we understand. Yeah. But that was beautiful. So beautiful. And for everyone who lost loved ones in battlefields or anything on the front line or everything. Respect to you all and respect to those people who have fought so far for us, to protect the country that they're in, you know what I mean? It's all about protection. In this world, you ain't gonna be able to protect every single person, but just to put law and order into any country you're in, to kind of quell or squash anything, you know what I mean? So, such is life. But that was a beautiful thing. He came and everything was nice or something. It was very nice. And it was, I think, about two or three of them come to. It was like two or three of them came. Yes. Such is life. Such is life. But you saw how memory can live on, people. You saw memory can live on. That's why it's good to, shape the future and shape it right. Sometimes we get mad at the children. It's just because we're trying to steer them in the right direction. It's better to get mad at them now when they're little to shape them than wait till they get older. They can't shape no more because they're already stuck in their ways. But when they're little now, we can bend them, can curve them. But when they get older, they can't. They're stuck in their ways. They ain't gonna listen to you till when something happened to them. Somebody knock them up the head or they break their foot or something. They lose their ankle, they lose their eye, something. Then they're gonna say, Mama, Papa, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So yeah. Sometimes I give them the extension and sometimes I take the extension back. You know what I mean? It's like you throw out your rod to go fish for the fish. Don't you have to reel it back in? So you give them ample time to run up and play and do whatever they gotta do. But when it's time for you to say, okay, son, okay, daughter, let's go now. Let's shape you back right here. Come back here. They're your kids. I have some sweet children out there now. Young men, young women out there that so respectful people. Yeah, they talk to you. They don't even know your age. I know that your number is the same age. They say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. That still work. Some people don't want you to call them yes, ma'am, yes, sir. But you guys should be appreciative of that because that's what shaped the community when we were growing up. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Nowadays, you call somebody yes, sir, yes, ma'am, they're mad at you. Who you calling old? It's not about old. It's about respect. You know, we're shifting too much, and that's why the way life is the way it is. Young people don't have no respect for elderly people no more. Elderly people don't have no respect. They don't know the boundaries no more. You know what I mean? Back in the days, this man. So let's bring back the love and everything. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys because I think about 30 minutes now. I said I'm gonna leave. I don't see. Sometimes you get carried away with stuff, but maybe it's what God have on your mind, have on your heart to say. Share it, because you might think somebody not listening, somebody listening. They don't have to literally say, "Oh, I'm here to show you that they could be silent, or whenever time they go to watch. You never know. Sometimes you may do something and somebody not watching now, but sooner or later, you have to bless the hand that bless you. And for everybody come and, chip in, chip out, silently watch or anything, you have to appreciate everybody make that number up. Everybody blessing you one way or the other. And we have to be grateful for them. So until then, resilient family, and wherever you are, and just keep being resilient, keep being you, and don't let nobody define you. You define who you are. Stand up for yourself. It's time for us to stand up and stand up for ourselves. Sometimes if you have to step on somebody to let them know, hey, you hurting me, remind them. Just be respectful about it. Because sometimes we have a lip and we don't want our lip put us in no trouble. You know what I mean? You just want to just say what you gotta say, and if you can't say what you gotta say, walk away if you can. Just walk away. It don't hurt to walk away, but it hurt when you stand and might hurt somebody. And then something can go left or anything. But until then, resilient people, just have a blessed night and so forth. I'm gonna finish do what I gotta do and then get these little kids in law and order, okay? They're boys. They need to be in law and order. Okay. So I'll see you guys then, and thanks for your support and enough respect to you all. Okay. Until then, peace out. Don't I forget the cancel button.